KX News' Josh Meny sat down and spoke with Sarah Vogel, who's been very vocal against Bill Gates' Red River Trust farmland purchase.
Vogel says the purchase raises many red flags with respect to North Dakota's anti-corporate farming law.
She's calling for an independent investigation of the sale because the governor who appointed the current North Dakota Attorney General, Drew Wrigley, made his fortune while working with Bill Gates and selling his company to Microsoft.
Former North Dakota Commissioner of Agriculture and ag advocate and attorney Sarah Vogel joins us now. Sarah, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you're looking into Bill Gates' Red River Trust purchase of 2,100 acres of land in northeastern North Dakota. It's formerly Campbell Farms. The trust purchased it for $13.5 million. But you're looking at it in terms of whether it follows North Dakota's anti-corporate farmland law, but you can't do that without seeing the trust documentation. You haven't gotten that back yet from the AG's office.
No, as recently as today, I got a further response, and they still don't have the trust documents. And the reason why one would need the trust documents is you want to see whether the Red River Trust is basically a corporate shell for one of Bill Gates' many corporations. He is the largest landowner in the United States. He's been buying farmland all over the country. And it's very opaque without seeing what the Red River Trust actually says. Is Bill Gates actually the sole beneficiary of that trust? What are the terms of the trust? And the Attorney General's office has not obtained that document, yet they have ruled that it was legal, and I think that's wrong.
So are you saying that the Attorney General has not seen the document himself?
No, he can't have, because I've been asking for that document. They don't have it. I understand there's been some records were turned over to me where the Attorney General's office was communicating with lawyers for the Red River Trust and or Bill Gates. And they, as far as I can see, they have not gotten it. It has not been produced to me, and I've been asking for it several times.
Well, you're also calling on the Attorney General's office to appoint an independent Assistant Attorney General to investigate the purchase because of possible conflict of interest with Drew Wrigley, the serving Attorney General. Explain that. Well,
at first, I thought that Drew Wrigley would step up to the plate and enforce the law, because after all, he is the Attorney General, and that's his job. However, the investigation that I've seen and these documents that I've requested is so lame that I think he's just demonstrated that he doesn't have the will to enforce the anti-corporate farming law against Bill Gates. And then you wonder why. And one reason could be that Bill Gates is a very wealthy man. He's a close associate of the governor who appointed Drew Wrigley to the office that he holds. And I would say Attorney General Wrigley's behavior is such that he's shown he's not committed to enforcing the law. And so there's a mechanism in the law called a Special Assistant Attorney General that has the same powers as a regular Assistant Attorney General. And over time, I've watched other Attorney Generals appoint Special Assistant Attorney Generals whenever there's a conflict or they need to have somebody really pursue something and the AG's office is not in a position to do it. Attorney General Stenstrom hired quite a few Special Assistant Attorney Generals to enforce or to fight environmental laws, for example.
Right. Well,
and this is done.
We'll have to stop there for now. Sarah Vogel, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
KX News spoke with a staff member of the Attorney General's office. We requested an interview or a response to Vogel's claims. We have not yet heard back.